Welcome back to part 2 of our Northern Kenya adventure. If you watched part 1, you know we spent the night camping along the beautiful banks of the Ewaso Nyiro River, surrounded by the sounds of the African wilderness. It was an unforgettable experience, but little did I know the night had one more surprise waiting for me. I woke up early, around 6 a.m., because our guide had asked us to be ready for the morning game drive by 6:30. Before packing up, I stepped outside my tent and waited patiently for the sunrise. After what had been a peaceful night, well, almost peaceful, at some point during the night, I woke up to the sound of branches snapping just outside my tent. As I listened carefully, I realized an elephant had wandered into the campsite and was feeding right next to my tent. I won't lie, that was probably the scariest moment of the entire trip. My heart was racing, but I stayed completely still, hoping not to disturb this gentle giant. Thankfully, the elephant peacefully continued on its way, leaving me with a story I'll never forget. As the first rays of sunlight rose over the Ewaso Nyiro River, the whole landscape came alive. The birds began to sing, the cool morning breeze swept through the campsite, and the golden light reflected beautifully across the river. It was the perfect start to the day. With the sunrise behind us, it was time to pack up camp and head into Samburu National Reserve for our early morning game drive. Trust me, you'll want to stay until the end because we spotted some incredible wildlife, and we'll also be cooling off with a swim in the crystal clear natural springs of Buffalo Springs. Let's get started. After witnessing a beautiful sunrise and surviving a night with an elephant feeding just outside my tent, it was finally time to leave the campsite. We packed up our gear, said goodbye to the banks of the Ewaso Nyiro River, and headed into Samburu National Reserve for our early morning game drive. I couldn't wait to see what the wild had in store for us. As I drove deeper into Samburu National Reserve, there was only one thing on my mind. I wanted to see the big cats. I kept telling my guide, please, take me to the lions. I want to see the cheetahs. And if we're really lucky, maybe even a leopard. A few moments later, the guide's radio crackled to life. Another guide had spotted lions. Without wasting a second, we changed direction and headed straight to the location. Then, there they were, the legendary Samburu Lion Brothers. Seeing these magnificent lions in the wild was a dream come true. The Samburu Lion Brothers are known for their strong bond, working together to protect their territory and hunt as a team. Watching them in their natural habitat was an experience I'll never forget. When I arrived, they were feeding on a dead elephant. According to my guide, the elephant was believed to have died while trying to give birth. A heartbreaking reminder that nature can be both beautiful and unforgiving. As sad as it was to see, this is how the African wilderness works. Nothing is wasted. What marks the end of one animal's life becomes a source of survival for many others. Standing there and watching the lions feed was one of the most powerful wildlife experiences I've ever had. Hearing their deep growls, watching their incredible strength, and seeing them only a short distance away gave me a whole new respect for these magnificent predators. This is the beauty of a real safari. Every game drive is different, every sighting is unique, and you never know what nature has planned for you. That's exactly the kind of unforgettable experience I love sharing through Abel Safaris. After spending an unforgettable morning with the Samburu Lion Brothers and spotting a few more incredible animals along the way, the sun had climbed high into the sky. Now, if you know anything about big cats, you'll know they're just like us. They don't enjoy running around in the midday heat. By this time, the lions had found a shady spot to rest, the cheetahs were nowhere to be seen, and the leopards, well, they were probably laughing at us from somewhere in the bushes without us even knowing. So, after trying our luck for a little longer, I looked at my guide and said, "I think the big cats have officially clocked out for the day." We both laughed and agreed there was only one thing left to do. It was time to cool off at the famous Buffalo Springs. And honestly, after the Samburu heat, that sounded like the best plan ever. Crystal clear natural spring water surrounded by the African wilderness. It doesn't get much better than that. Let's head there and see why Buffalo Springs is one of northern Kenya's hidden gems. Buffalo Springs is one of the hidden gems of northern Kenya. It's a natural spring that bubbles up from underground, producing crystal clear, cool water all year round. Even in the middle of the hot Samburu climate, the water stays refreshingly cold, making it the perfect place to cool off after an early morning game drive. The spring gets its name from the African buffalo that once frequented the area to drink from these waters. Today, it's a popular stop for both visitors and locals looking to escape the heat. If you're visiting Buffalo Springs National Reserve, swimming at the springs is included with your park entry. You don't pay an extra swimming fee. You only need to pay the normal park conservation fees at the reserve gate before entering. After spending the morning tracking wildlife, there was honestly no better feeling than jumping into that cold, crystal clear water. It was exactly what I needed after the Samburu heat. If you're planning a trip to northern Kenya, don't just come for the game drive. Make sure Buffalo Springs is on your itinerary too. It's one of those places that perfectly combines wildlife, adventure, and relaxation, all in one unforgettable experience. And trust me, If you join one of our Abel Safaris adventures, this is the kind of experience you'll be talking about long after the trip is over. After an unforgettable swim in the crystal clear waters of Buffalo Springs, it was finally time to head back to camp. Our home for the night was Lion's Camp. After an action-packed day of wildlife sightings, breathtaking landscapes, and cooling off in the natural springs, there was no better feeling than arriving back at camp. The first order of business was setting up for the evening, preparing dinner, and sharing stories from the day's adventure as the sun slowly disappeared beyond the horizon. As darkness settled over the camp, the sounds of the African wilderness took over once again, a reminder that out here, you are a guest in nature. The next morning, I woke up to another breathtaking sunrise. There's something special about mornings out here. The air is fresh, the birds are already singing, and watching the first rays of sunlight light up the landscape is an experience I'll never get tired of. After taking a few moments to soak it all in, it was time to get some breakfast. Nothing fancy, just a simple meal that I prepared myself. And honestly, after 2 days of adventure in the wild, it tasted better than most meals you'll find in a restaurant. As I enjoyed my breakfast, I couldn't help but reflect on everything I'd experienced. From the drive through northern Kenya, camping under the stars, an elephant feeding just outside my tent, meeting the legendary Samburu Lion Brothers, swimming in the crystal clear waters of Buffalo Springs, and now another beautiful sunrise. Every moment had been worth it. With breakfast done and camp packed up, it was time to hit the road once again and begin the journey back to Nairobi. But I wasn't leaving with just photos and videos. I was leaving with memories that will stay with me for a lifetime. That's the beauty of adventure. Every trip tells a story, and this is one I'll never forget. But before we hit the road, let me give you a quick tour of where I spent the night. This is Lion's Camp. If you're bringing your own camping gear, the campsite fee is only KES 1,000 per person, making it a fantastic option for budget-conscious adventurers. And if camping isn't your thing, don't worry. Lion's Camp has plenty of other accommodation options to suit different budgets. including comfortable safari tents, traditional style manyadas, and permanent cottages, so you can choose the experience that fits you best. Whether you prefer sleeping under the stars in your own tent or enjoying a little more comfort, there's something here for everyone. And waking up to this incredible view every morning, that's something money can't buy. And just like that, another unforgettable adventure come to an end. From the breathtaking views of Mount Ololokwe to meeting the legendary Samburu Lion Brothers, cooling off in the crystal clear waters of Buffalo Springs, and spending the night camping along the beautiful Ewaso Nyiro River, this was truly an adventure I'll never forget. Even though I didn't get the chance to hike Mount Ololokwe on this trip because of the intense midday heat, that's just another reason to come back. After all, every adventure doesn't have to be completed in one journey. So don't go too far, because part 3 is coming soon. This time I'll be exploring Shaba National Reserve and finally taking on the hike to the summit of Mount Ololokwe. Trust me, you won't want to miss it. Thank you so much for watching and being part of this journey with me. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the notification bell so you never miss our next adventure. You can also follow Abel Safaris on all our social media platforms for more travel inspiration, behind-the-scenes moments, and upcoming adventures. And if you'd like to join me on one of our future trips, visit abelsafaris.org to see our latest events and book your next adventure. Until next time, take care, keep exploring, and remember, the best stories are found outside your comfort zone. Cheers, and I'll see you in part 3.